Fu. Ryan Fu. So. It's a nice kind of classic warm-up speed-up point. Nice easy dink rally and challenge him in front of very, very early in the match. I love how Roddy was looking for that ball, squatting down to get over it before Jaume even touched that ball. As this day goes on, it has been very cloudy, very overcast. We're actually even a little chilly out here. We do have that storm coming in. More than likely going to be indoors at some point this weekend. Eric Roddy just going for a big forehand swing on that. A lot of doubles experience with Tyson McGuffin. Eric Roddy, Jaume Vich, very good singles players. I honestly haven't seen much of Ryan Fu, so I'm kind of looking forward to this. It's an incredible drive on that, heavy serve, and again, using the wind, so that ball's going to dip down very quickly. We've got a lot of power behind that paddle. And you can kind of just see the frustration. When very early on, we're only 2-0, but it is a tough team on this side. You know, Martinez, Vich, and McGuffin, again, the number 7 seed. Roddy and Fu, the number 28 seed. Which doesn't mean anything. We know very regularly it does not matter. Anybody can beat anybody these days. I think in that, Ryan confused, he hits this amazing speed up, and I don't know if it hit his body or not, but that's kind of what he thought happened. And so he just definitely hit his body that time. And Roddy's kind of frustrated with his shots, you know, driving it high as Tyson McGuffin's moving forward. Looks like a couple of slight miscommunications in that point. McGuffin thinking Martinez Vich is going for the ball, and even that kind of overhead. I think Martinez Vich could have taken a forehand overhead behind that rather than Tyson going for a backhand. That was absolutely the right idea on that shot. Just timing's not there. So we are at 4-1. That was I mean, the tension on his wrist when he was going for that ball was insane. He has a fantastic backhand, and it just completely died on that paddle. And that is something that's actually very common. Players want to kind of lock up their wrist, but it does not always make the ball go very far. That's kind of that same thing. He's did this kind of same kind of wrist motion on his forehand, and what it's doing is it's kind of popping the ball up. So that's it. And we are back mid first game of this men's round of 32, the last match of the day on grandstand court, and just kind of seeming like Martinez Vich and McGuffin are picking it up a little bit, kind of getting warm and loose again in this first match of theirs. And great change of momentum and pace by Fu, letting that ball bounce before that speed up, and that allows him to catch his opponent on the move at just the wrong time. And again, great speed up on that backhand. The same thing, kind of got lucky. He's catching that forehand very late behind him, but at least that last call came back, and that's all that mattered. Oh, that's a great speed up from Roddy. A little bit of a surprise. I like to see his energy a little bit higher right now. There we go. There's that energy he definitely needs. Get him to play with some fire underneath him. Oh, that's a great adjustment. So right there, Martinez Vich saw that Roddy was going to speed up, so he actually backed up a little bit to give him more room to go forward for that counterattack. Just kind of an off bounce right there. It's kind of breaking this apart. Getting an 8-4 lead right now. You know, I think at minimum right now, Roddy and Fu, they need some longer points. They're not winning these short points with the team against them right now, and they've just got to change the element of what's coming at them. So right there, just make them play a little bit of dink rally. It's something they haven't done in a minute. Kind of that same thing. So Roddy's going for that speed up again, and you're seeing Jaume's making room so that he's got more acceleration to swing into the ball and create a nice compact counterattack. That's a great lob that McGuffin has on that cross court on that forehand side. And that gives them a game point, and Roddy and Fu are going to take that timeout because they have it, and they might as well utilize it. So we will be definitely an opportunity there. It's kind of sitting there for McGuffin. And some great defense into that, but I think, again, one of those things is a little bit trickier in this win when you're attacking a ball out of the air, and he kind of sails a serve, giving Roddy and Fu a chance to get back into this. and that's it right there. Kind of what I'm saying is they need to get them to play the point, play the soft game. You know, maybe put a little bit of pressure on Jaume, which is, you know, what they're doing right now. They're kind of dinking into that space a little bit more, because that is what's happening right now when you're going to McGuffin. Nice off-pace speed up, and that is giving another couple match points here. And again, Roddy's looking for that ball. He's seen it a few times before, but again, that's a tough ball to counter when the bounce is happening and just changing the tempo.
Guaranteed pickleball play every week. No hassle, no paddle stacking lines, no worries. Join a pickleball league today and up your game with competitive, consistent, well-matched play. Connect with your local leagues, check live rankings on your phone, and play with ease. Whether you're there to socialize with your community, network across the net, or have fun playing your favorite sport, leagues are a stress-free way to enjoy your play. Find your closest league at pickleball.com and click leagues today to get started.
Definitely a big swing there. Looks like Tyson and Jaume did win 11-5, so I guess we'll see here in the second game and see if you know, Ryan and Eric could maybe pull this off.
You know, it would be good.
That 7%.
They've had those moments for sure where they've got the right game plan, but then it just kind of falls a little bit. And what's working for them is when they're playing this game, when they're kind of making Jaume dink and pull them out of position and kind of waiting for their opportunities more. But then kind of what's happened is some triggers have been pulled too early, and it's tricky. So, I mean, Tyson's getting every ball back right now. Gosh, I love that he went for the lob, but almost as soon as he touched it, he was like, that wasn't good, and backed off. And it's almost kind of like he gave up on that just a tiny bit.
Yeah, and you know what's really interesting in this game right now, I think the lob can be very underrated sometimes.
Oh, yeah. We have seen some dirty lobs these last few,
yes,
but also some big misses.
Absolutely.
Make an adjustment sooner in this game. That's a huge point, because that was a fantastic speed up. I really wasn't sure if anything was going to happen on that point, to be honest. But they, you know, Roddy and Fu, they had it correctly, and you know, Jaume was able to turn that defense into offense very quickly. Again, he went for it again, which I would like to see just a little bit more at the right times, for sure.
I think we probably got away with that a little bit, I think, with the net cord there, too.
Absolutely.
Earlier.
I think anything right now is going to help them, just going to get some energy on this side of the court. That would have probably been much further out if not for the wind.
Yes.
That one definitely is out.
Couple breaks here, quick points, couple actually quick misses.
Yeah, I think, but now look at the energy on this side. They're moving a little bit quicker. They're a little more focused. So any way we can get it, that, you know, maybe ambitious right there. I think that tricky thing is, you know, Fu's getting so low on that ball, but McGuffin and Martinez Vich are seeing it so early, and they're just popping up, ready to punch back.
Very nice off-pace ball to Jaume's backhand there. Kind of got him leaning a little bit.
That's the first time we've seen that from him in this match. It's a great shot from him. He's got really good length on that forehand side. I think right here is a prime example of how energy takes a huge role in some of these matches. It's, you know, they've been very flat this whole time, kind of out there, but it kind of seems they're starting to get a little bit more of that, which is a huge benefit. I know I felt so flat yesterday.
Yeah, usually in pickleball too, when you see a lot of these, big momentum swings, and it definitely helps, you know, kind of bring that energy actually too, and kind of keep up that energy.
Absolutely. I mean, fantastic defense from Roddy there. So McGuffin changing the pattern a little bit there, now going a little bit more into Roddy and just setting them up a little bit differently. I think that's great timing for that, a very good adjustment.
Seated ref, chair ref. Ref in the chair.
And that is worth the ask for sure, but it does kind of look like it might have gone a little out there. But even though they're missing some of these, it's the body language is better. Roddy's just looking more confident on the court. Yeah, that's a big one right there.
Good hands between both Eric and Jaume there.
Yeah, yeah.
that's the first time we've seen them on these sides. Roddy's staying on the left side, but it's got the signal to switch on this one. And they were going to challenge, but decided not to? Is that what?
That's what it looked like.
Yeah, which I think was the right call. It definitely looked out.
Come on, man. Come on.
Keeping it a little bit tighter in this game at 7-7, and I know I've been saying it that this is the final match on Grandstand Court, but we were just informed, indeed we are not. There has been an added match to this court. We are going to have one more women's doubles match after this. I'm not 100% sure who it is, but I do believe I just saw Callie Smith and Lucy Kovlova start getting ready. So that may be the match we are looking at. And that will be against Mabry Jones and Alina Goot. I mean, fantastic.
Very nice point.
That is absolutely the best point we have seen from Barry Fu there.
Very good point, too, going from defense, both at the baseline, being able to see Ryan transition up there and then, you know, continue to be high percentage aggressive and eventually take that point there.
So I really like that speed up because Barry had been going more at Tyson on those balls. And so that's, I believe, the first time he's kind of gone across the body on Jaume. A little bit of a spread right there. We could be looking at a third game, Bobby.
Had that 1-2, Eric decided to speed it up line, had that second ball a little bit higher, but couldn't quite execute there. But then again, great 1-2 pattern. Let's see here, quick side out.
Oh, that just great drive from Jaume. I mean, it definitely looked like Tyson had a play on that. I was surprised he didn't cross on it, so Jaume just ripped it again. And Yoshiro joining me now. And a quick timeout call by Roddy. And good time. It's the hardest point to win is that point after the timeout. Definitely an odd bounce on that one. Help them there. Oh. Out ball. 2 out balls hit. So, I mean, really it evened out there. That's a beautiful drive coming, catching Roddy on the curve, and suddenly very different position. We've got a first match point. Wow, I am impressed with that. I honestly was not expecting that. I kind of seemed like there was no one home in that like they were bored or something.
Yep. And you know what? Patience is a virtue, but you know when you cause that organized chaos there in the point, it sometimes it works in your favor there.
Yeah, absolutely. And kind of right there, maybe not the best speed up, but you know, Fu's so ahead of that ball, it flies out. So we got one more opportunity to tie it up here. And kind of a great setup. You know, I'd say Fu hasn't been too lucky going after those balls. Jaume Vich has been getting on top, counterattack very well in this match. And that is the match, kind of a quick point right there. And that is the final men's match for tonight. And Martinez Vich and McGuffin will be moving on to our next round.